got an, yeah, it's all puffed up, and it's just kind of perched itself right on the edge of that hole of the termite mound, and just sticking its head up in there and plucking out the unlucky ones that come up to try and protect the colony. I can guarantee you now there's a lot of chaos happening in this termite mound. Generally when there's a predator or something that feeds on termites, they come and either cause damage to the mound or start feeding on them. All the other ones in the area start sending off a signal, and they will send off their little vibrations through the termite mound. You see them tapping their bodies, or their bodies against a very, very high frequency of vibrations through the mound. That'll know any termites in the close vicinity will know that there's a threat, and it'll start sending up more of a defense up to the top to try and push out the predator. But this one seems to be doing quite well. He's just perched outside, and any ones that come up there, just plucking away at them. Quite clever of this bird to be taking advantage of this situation. I mean, there's an endless supply of food inside this termite mound really, and just sitting over there and taking advantage of it and be able to fill its belly up with enough protein to get it going, keep it going for a while. I was once very much entertained by a rain frog along on a drive one day. We stopped, and it was just after the rains, and the termites, the females were starting to fly out of the mound itself, and the little holes in the ground, and there was basically just one termite every second coming out of the hole. And while we were watching these termites in the night, this little rain frog just hopped into the picture and hopped closer and closer and closer, and then eventually took up a position right next to the mound, right next to the hole that the termites were coming out of. And as a female popped its body out and was just about to fly away, this long sticky tongue just shot forward and grabbed onto the termite and went straight into its mouth. Then 1 second later another one came out, and that tongue shot forward again, and this little guy just sat there feasting on these termites. And we could actually sit there and watch him getting slightly bigger as his belly got filled. It was quite entertaining just to see this frog kind of expand as it's fed continuously, second after second, these termites coming out and making an excellent meal. And this little barbet seems to be almost on the same track. Oh, got a nice big one there. think I might be past here in the morning. It'll be interesting to see how big that hole is. I mean, we can see the top of the hole, but very often that hole that you see on the top, well, you try and look inside there and they've closed up the interior of it. There's only a tiny little hole coming out there. So I want to come and scratch around. The only problem is this tree that's growing over the termite mound is a buffalo thorn, or the Wachabiki-bos in Afrikaans, the wait a little bit bush. And you can guess that it got its name from the fact if you walk into it, you're going to be waiting a little bit before you manage to get yourself out of it. So it's quite a nasty one of the tougher trees, thorn trees that everyone watches out for. You don't want to drive into this one or walk into this one. It can be quite nasty. But it's one little gap on the further side of the mound there that we might be able to access it from. And yeah, maybe come past here in the morning and see if we can get in there. And hopefully there'll be a little bit of activity and we can try and fish out one of those big soldiers. I've been searching for a mound that I can scratch around in for a long time now. And the closest we came was a tiny little hole, and we just managed to get one little worker out and one little soldier. But if we can get a big hole, then we might be able to lure one of the big soldiers out, and it's quite an impressive insect to see. Well, that was quite awesome, REXON. Should we carry around down to the waterhole and see what's happening down there? Well, let's go past the